look at what this is about, I think, maybe.
This is where it all started. In a tiny shed in my parents' backyard. I never planned on becoming a streamer. I just wanted to play some games.
Bro, this shit is straight anime, dog. I'm sorry.
And
like, I mean, I don't want to say I love Sykkuno, but like, this is straight up like, I mean, this is straight anime. That's crazy.
I did.
My man literally lives like an anime protagonist.
I started off playing League. Then Minecraft. Valorant.
You see this lobster?
I'm casually
Among
doing a
Us.
COVID test.
Let's go, boys!
GTA.
You know you have 24 hours.
I met some cool people and made some really good friends. And I met all of you guys.
Syke, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
No! Where's he going? Oh! Oh God!
I'm gonna do what I've always done, just in a new place.
Oh my God! Sykkuno's going to YouTube Gaming. Okay, so as Sykkuno's #1 simp, I kind of knew about it already. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't fake it. I'm not very good at fake. I'm not very good at like fake shock. I'm not exactly the. I pre-watched this one. Sorry, boys. I mean, I'm really happy for him. Sykkuno's a wonderful streamer. He's awesome. I'm so excited that I'm excited that I've been able to get to know him over the past years, over the past couple of years, from just watching from afar to getting to know him. He's a wonderful, sweet person, and I'm happy for him. And that's it. And Twitch is gonna keep hemorrhaging good content creators if they don't treat him better. You know what I mean? YouTube still has a long way to go. Do not misunderstand me. Obviously, YouTube still has a very long way to go. I don't know what to say about that other than it makes sense. Streamers are going to do what makes sense for them. Streaming in and of itself is, regardless of what people think from the outside of how easy it is and how, we are living the dream and we make an insane amount of money and all of that is true. Streaming on the entertainment spectrum is literally on the lowest, like on the bottom of the barrel. Why? It requires the most amount of hours, okay? The pay is like pretty decent in comparison to how many hours you're putting in. It's still better off than most other forms of entertainment, unless you're in the top echelon of like YouTube or top echelon of Hollywood and stuff like that. No. When I say decent, I mean for the amount of hours that you stream. When you break it down to how many hours you're working in comparison to how much money you're making. The payments are insane, right? I mean, they're really, really good. But when you think about it from the point of view of like trading time for money, right? When you think about it from the point of view of trading time for money, the amount of man hours you're putting in to basically streaming non-fucking stop, to be present all the time, to be entertaining all the time, in comparison to other kinds of entertainment, it is not that great. The reason why I say that is because it requires you to at the very least be present and on camera for a minimum of 4 hours every single day. Like that's the minimum, right? The minimum is every single day. You have to be live and do a one-man show, and there's a barrier of entry, there's a technical barrier of entry, all that sort of stuff. Now, at this point, I feel like you're going to quit in a year, lol. No, I won't be, because I do love streaming. I love my community, and that's what makes this so much That's what makes it so much fun, regardless of what people say, like when they, when they do this. Even though there are like idiots in here that do this, and they're just joking. Obviously, like react omegalol or reaction is not work omegalol, whatever. You're right. But you can say that about everything. Oh, it's just you're just taking a photo on Instagram and you're getting paid $500,000. Oh, you're just sitting in front of a screen and like reciting lines that other people wrote for you, and you're looking hot and you're getting paid $10 million, right? Like, oh, you are putting out music, like you're just literally. Your fingers are touching a guitar string and people give you $1 million to go listen to you and watch you. Like, you can try to devalue any kind of work or any kind of part of the entertainment sector. Ultimately, it doesn't matter because, like, obviously, we're not comparing this to, people sitting around and acting like they're actually working by looking at an Excel spreadsheet while secretly listening to me. I know a lot of you motherfuckers doing that right now. Shouts out to all of you. There's no problem with that. Keep it going. And I'm certainly not comparing this to someone in the service industry who actually is like literally hands-on, emotionally exhausted all the goddamn time, has to suck directly out of these tyrants that come into their place of business and take advantage of the dynamic that they have for a brief moment, like they're a goddamn feudal lord over them, right? I'm not talking about that at all. I'm simply comparing it into Twitch streamers, where they are on the entertainment spectrum in comparison to other people in entertainment. And on that level, Twitch streamers make a lot, but the hourly compensation for how many hours of work they need to put in is not that great. Why am I saying that? Well, because that is the reason why some other platforms will literally, because there's hourly minimums, right? These platforms are giving you hourly minimums. They're saying like you need to stream this many hours a month, and we'll guarantee, this level of money for you. And it's usually a loss leader, especially for these big streamers that are moving on to other platforms. Yeah, Soda was saying he had to do a 24-hour stream because he couldn't stream while banned to make his quota kind of up. Yeah, exactly. There's also other weird things like that. As far as what I was saying, the reason why like some people go to other platforms is because like they literally give you lower hours. Like your burden is less, and they give you more money. Like they give you more guaranteed money, even if it's a loss leader for them, because like for marketing and because they think you can move a percentage of your audience over there for live streaming. So they'll go after top talent on platforms, and they'll offer you less hours. They have to work less, but for more money. So why the wouldn't you take that deal? That makes a lot of sense, unless you're a psycho like me. But other than that, it makes a lot of sense. So I get it. So I go so far as to even understand why people go to Facebook, because the money they give at Facebook is insane. Like actually insane. So it hurts your brand in the end. No, I don't think YouTube would hurt in the same way that like going to Facebook would. But even then, I think this guy's toast is a great example of a Facebook move being perfect. Get the bag. They'll cut like a load of YouTube content and basically use your stream as just a way to not create a sense of community, but use your stream as a way to generate YouTube content, and you're fine. You know what I mean? If you went to Facebook, I would not watch you. Sorry. No, I understand. I understand that. Update your Facebook. Yeah, I mean, I have a gigantic Facebook. I had a huge Facebook following at the time. I kind of first popped off in the 2016 election cycle on Facebook, but I also deleted my Facebook and don't like Facebook in general. Like I literally just don't have a Facebook account. I don't. I have an Instagram. But yeah, no, people that go there go for a lot of money, a lot more, and it's an understandable choice that they're making to make more money and for way less hours that they need to stream. And you can do it. You can do it in a smart way, like what Disguised Toast did. And you can do it in a smart way to go on YouTube as well. For me, though, the number one thing that gives me brain disease, but also the number one thing that keeps me going, is the back and forth interaction that I have with you guys, being able to constantly talk to you, being able to have you show me fun. And as it stands, it is, YouTube doesn't have the best method of doing that. Like YouTube chat culture and YouTube community is like difficult. YouTube live streams are hard to find. So that's another thing I think, like, There's a lot that YouTube needs to do to fix its platform and the way that it deals with like live streaming for it to be like a viable alternative. But that's for someone like myself. If you don't care, why were they making it seem like Sykkuno was retiring when he's just moving to a different platform? Like, good for him and all. I get why Sykkuno himself would be emotional since he's been on Twitch for a while. But yeah, I mean, I don't know why they're saying he's retiring. If YouTube was able to fix chat, made it similar to Twitch chat, and then also on top of that, fixed discoverability, focused on live streaming initiatives to build a sense of community, and the user interface was a little bit better on YouTube, YouTube could be a severe competitor to Twitch. For monetization purposes, YouTube also still needs to go a long way. I think Twitch is still better at monetizing, even though Twitch itself is like basically saying, hey, you know, like, we're really good at monetizing in comparison to other platforms, and it's the truth, right? I mean, there's obviously still a load of problems for affiliates, a load of problems for mid-tier and lower tier partners in the partnership platform with like 55,000 content creators on there. And even then, it's still significantly better than all of the other platforms. But Twitch is like, we're going to change that. It seems literally like Twitch is like, yeah, I know that like part of the reason why we have a lot of active content creators on this platform is because it monetizes better than all these other avenues that you can use, but we're going to do our very best to change that, to make sure that it's not that way, so that you will on your own volition go to YouTube, even if they don't have a good ecosystem yet. No shot they make YouTube chat similar to Twitch's. There'd be zero modularity and the emotes would suck, I think. Yeah. I mean, I've said all this before. Yes, YouTube seems to be too big to make these types of decisions quickly. Agreed. I've said this for a while. Growth on Twitch and Twitch alone is non-existent. It doesn't matter how much better it pays if you have zero chance to grow here. That's why YouTube is better. YouTube is unlimited growth, but Twitch monetization is better than YouTube monetization for live streaming, for exclusively live streaming. Ludwig streamed last night and Twitch would have been like 200K, no cap, more. That's a great take. He had Mr. Beast on his live stream. He had XQC on his live stream. He had top poker players from around the world, including Phil Hellmuth, I think the guy's name is. And he had so many people. And I was watching it and he had like 63K average. It's crazy that that stream only had 63K average. It was great. And that would have gone crazy on Twitch. I think that stream would have been gigantic on Twitch. Pokey had 100K with XQC. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy that like Pokimane and XQC talking together had more of a had a higher viewer count, higher average than the Ludwig stream. And the Pokey XQC stream was great too. It was like perfect for Twitch. 100K viewers on Twitch means more actually on YouTube usually. Like the way that that viewership monetizes on Twitch is different than YouTube, or a view is worth more on Twitch. YouTube is not insular. Their live streaming space is not insulated. So therefore it has an opportunity to get much, much larger, but there's no sense of community like there is on Twitch. And therefore you didn't even know. A lot of you are unaware that there's like people that average 150K, like Corpse was averaging like 150K every time he plays. I Show Speed, a streamer that many of you have never even heard of until the recent controversy, is averaging 70 to 80K every stream while he's playing video games on YouTube, right? And you did not even know that. And the reason why you don't know it is because there is no discoverability on YouTube. It's like weird. You can pop the off because you're like blowing up on TikTok or you're blowing up on other platforms and then no one knows about it. It's weird. It's crazy. Like, look at the Spanish guys. Almost all the big ones come from YouTube, and every now and then they get in really big streams on Twitch. Yeah.